Hexadecimal to decimal. Hexadecimal is a 16-base number, while decimal is a 10-base number. A decimal value of 0 corresponds to 0 in the hexadecimal system. 1 corresponds to 1, 2 corresponds to 2, 3 corresponds to 3, 4 corresponds to 4, 5 corresponds to 5, 6 corresponds to 6, 7 corresponds to 7, 8 corresponds to 8, and 9 corresponds to 9. Now once we get to 10 in the decimal system, that's A in the hexadecimal system. 11 corresponds to B, 12 corresponds to C, 13 corresponds to D, 14 corresponds to E, and lastly 15 corresponds to F.
To convert hexadecimal to decimal, first we have to list down each numbers or letters from the given hexadecimal, starting from the last symbol to the first symbol. If a letter is given, we should convert it to its decimal value. Second, multiply the first symbol with 16 to the 0 power, then the second symbol with 16 to the 1 power, and so on until we reach the last symbol. Lastly, get the sum of all the product, and that's how we convert hexadecimal to decimal.
Now let's work on some examples. Hexadecimal 1 to 3b to decimal. First, list down the given, starting from the last symbol to the first symbol. Then convert b into its value, which is 11. So these are 11, 3, 2, 1. Multiply 11 to 16 to the 0 power. Multiply 3 to 16 to the first power. Multiply 2 to 16 to the second power. Multiply 1 to 16 to the third power. So 11 times 16 to the 0 power is 11. 3 times 16 to the first power is 48. 2 times 16 to the second power is 512. 1 times 16 to the third power is 4096. Now add all of the product. So it's 4667. And that's the decimal value of the hexadecimal 123b.
Hexadecimal 9EF to decimal, list down the given, starting from the last symbol, so F is converted to 15, E is 14 and 9. Multiply 15 to 16 to the 0 power. Multiply 14 to the 16 to the first power. Multiply 9 to the 16 to the second power. 15 times 16 to the 0 power is 15. 14 times 16 to the first power is 224. 9 times 16 to the second power is 2304. Get the sum, so it's 2543.
Hexadecimal DC to decimal. List down the given, starting from the last symbol, so C is converted to 12 and D is 13. Multiply 12 to 16 to the 0 power. Multiply 13 to 16 to the first power. 12 times 16 to the 0 power is 12. 13 times 16 to the first power is 208. Get the sum, so it's 220.
Hexadecimal 1567 to decimal. List down the given starting from the last symbol. So 7, 6, 5, and 1. Multiply 7 to 16 to the 0 power. Multiply 6 to the 16 to the first power. Multiply 5 to the 16 to the second power. Multiply 1 to 16 to the third power. 7 times 16 to the 0 power is 7. 6 times 16 to the first power is 96. 5 times 16 to the second power is 1280. 1 times 16 to the third power is 4096. Get the sum, so it's 5479.
Last example. Hexadecimal BAD to decimal. List down the given starting from the last symbol. So D is converted to 13, A is 10, B is 11. Multiply 13 to 16 to the 0 power. Multiply 10 to 16 to the first power. Multiply 11 to 16 to the second power. 13 times 16 to the first power is 13. 10 times 16 to the second power is 160. 11 times 16 to the second power is 2816. Get the sum, so it's 2989.